The next step is cutting the chain stitch, because we want the chain stitch to be intact in our motif. We want to unravel it here and we want to unravel it here so that we can play with these ends later. So I'm going to come in here and carefully, with your very good scissors, cut the chain stitch, cut the chain stitch. Cut the chain stitch before the next step. Don't try to skip steps. I'm going to turn around, do it on the other side. Here we are. This is what it will look like from the front, and that's as it should be. Now, before I do the next step, a little explanation is in order. Explaining how the chain stitch unravels. This is what the chain stitch is going to look like from the back of the work. So, how I figure which way to pull to get the chain stitch to unravel is, see, you've got that teardrop shape. It has a point facing down. The point faces the direction that when you pull the tail, the chain stitch will unravel. So what we're going to be doing with the ends on the trim is we're going to pull, and what's going to happen is you're going to have what looks like a loop and a tail. It's going to look something like that, and it'll have a tail. And so when you get the tail, what you do is you pull the tail and it unravels. So to kind of review, you have the loops that look like this. That points in the direction of travel. Now, to apply that, so looking at the trim, there's the loop and the direction, the loop points that way. So to get the tail, grab your cord and tug. See that little tail there? And same thing here. You're going to grab that little tail there. And this is why you want to wait until after you cut. Because if you start unraveling and you haven't cut here, it could unravel into the body of the piece. Now, since the trim was such that we pulled from here to here, on the opposite end, we're not going to unravel back this way, but we're going to have to run in the same direction. I know I'm stating the obvious, but I had to figure this out by myself. So we're going to find the tails here and unravel this way. So what that will look like, again, I'm going to start with this one first. Pull. See that little tail there? That's what you grab. And then here, give that a little tug. See that little teeny thing there? That is what you grab. Now, sometimes you're going to get a trim that's going to fight you, and you have to cut it every so often and unravel it. There's no shame in that, because you know, some of these trims are a little bit finicky, but this particular trim isn't. So now we have unraveled the ends, and now we want to resolve these two ends.